Hey everybody, my name is Ben and welcome back to the channel where it's always game time. Guys, there is some huge news in the world of Super Auto Pets. That's right, today is update day, which they've been teasing and messing around with in the test environment for a long time, but it's live and it's here for all of us to check out and play. I thought it might be fun if we went over some of the patch notes. I'm not going to go through each item because it is quite lengthy, and they've actually included some notes as to why they've made the decisions they did in this patch, so that's pretty exciting. But I just want to go over a few of the ones that I'm personally really excited to see in game, and then we'll go ahead and run a game and see how we like the new update. So the first thing I think that's crazy is they've added an entirely new pet to the game, both in the DLC and free version, called the boar. And the boar is wild. It's a tier 6, but before it attacks it gains +2/+2, and there's all kinds of combos you could run with this thing. Tiger, leveling it up. It's just, I'm excited to see this in the game. Some other things that I'm really excited for is the new reworked squirrel should be fun to see. It gives you discounted food items, so food meta is going to be pretty strong here if you can find some squirrels. They've also made a huge nerf to the Dodo Rooster combo that has been plaguing the Super Auto Pets world. I have hated this combo because it's just so strong and it's actually pretty hard to beat. But now the Rooster only gives 50% of its attack to its chick, and the Dodo takes a lot longer before it starts scaling its attack to the unit ahead of it. So that's a pretty cool rework. Another one that I think is going to be really big is that they've nerfed the T-Rex. So it's going to be a little bit less prominent in the DLC pack. But this one right here, Milk, has been nerfed from a +2/+2 to a +1/+2. However, you can now get stronger milk by leveling up the cow, which I think is going to be so cool. Puppies now cost 3 gold to activate its ability. I don't think that's going to be too big of a change. Horse has been buffed a little bit to a 2/1 instead of a 1/1. Might make it worth running into the mid game. You know, it's been strong in the early game, but now we'll see how it goes. And yeah, overall, I'm really excited to see what you guys think of the updates that they've made. Again, I'm gonna have a link to the full patch notes in the description of this video so that you guys can go check it out. The other thing that I think is most notable is that they've reworked a lot of the tier 6 animals to have higher health. And I think that the reason that they're doing this is because a lot of the time, by the time you get to the late game, you can't just sub in a tier 6 unit because they're kind of weak compared to some of the units you might have been scaling. And so I'm really excited to see this. I think especially if you've been someone who buys a lot of cans in the shop, these units are going to be a lot more viable in the late game, especially because sometimes you get there and you're on 1 health. So like I mentioned, guys, definitely go check out the patch notes. And I think without further ado, it is time that we run one for ourselves. Let me just get it all set up here. All right. So we are good to go. I am going to be playing on the free-to-play version still. I still want to showcase this. I know you guys have been asking about the DLC pack, and we're going to have some videos on that. We're also going to have some challenge videos soon. I don't want to spoil this too soon yet, but I think you guys are going to like those a lot. And right away, we get new horse to work. So I'm going to buy a horse first so that we can get a buff on our second horse. And then I actually really love an otter, but just in case, yeah, I'm gonna buy an otter just to buff up one of our horses here, and we'll run it. This is like a severely, this is a strong turn 1 team here. Let's go with the overexcited glasses. Yeah, why not? But overall, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day and are just as excited about this update as I am. Hopefully you guys are still enjoying the Super Auto Pets content in general. You know, we're actually gonna take a loss here on turn 1. That's okay. No major reworks in terms of like the game structure. Ducks, honestly, with the nerf, don't do anything for me. So I think I'm just gonna roll here. You love to see 2 fish. I mean, that's great. And then we get the third one too, just complimentary free level up next turn. Honestly, because we have a horse going, I'm just gonna throw a bee on. Why not? We only had 3 gold left. It's pretty much the maximum value I think we'll get this turn. So again, super excited. I think the late game is probably going to change the most from this update. But I'm curious to see what you guys think in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about the nerfs and the buffs and the changes. Oh yeah, pretty easy win here, second round. These horses are doing some work for us. Another fish, and we got new dodo. Do we even dare to see if new dodo is worth running? Oh my goodness. All right, well, I think if you're gonna do it, you do something like this. So I want to get the attack buff for this turn. Also, we're obviously going to level up our fish here. And that gives us a rabbit, which the only change with the rabbit is that it gives itself health now. So, I mean, it could be interesting. That being said, I'm really liking our team right now. This is crazy. I think we're just gonna run, you know what, let's roll one time. We could go for level 3 fish. Oh, they've also changed the level bars. If you guys see here, it shows you exactly how many more units you need for a level up. That's a nice change. I know that for some of my friends that was kind of confusing when they first got into the game, so I think that'll help it make it like abundantly clear how many units you need to buy to level up. Oh yeah, I'm really liking this team. Oh, I forgot the dodo's not as good anymore. I thought we were gonna get a 10-5 fish. Oh man, that's all right. We'll take a draw. Okay, I have to remember dodo is a little bit weaker. We're gonna have to really start pumping some stuff into it to get it going, which, that being said, I'm gonna buy an apple. I think it's early enough to do it. This is really nice, getting us to work towards that 100% damage buff. I almost said boof. All right, this is looking okay. We're gonna have a 7-5 fish in the front here. The rest of the squad's looking a little weak, but we've got time. All right, let's see, what are we going up against? Wow, that is a strong ant, and honestly so lucky. We were so close. This otter's gonna go infinite now because we don't have enough damage. Didn't even need to use it. Well done, Vague. Congratulations, you've bested me. All right, I mean, if we're gonna be buffing this dodo quite a bit, it might make sense to get a rabbit in here and then proceed with our buffs. I do think that we are gonna hit a power spike here fairly soon. Honestly, you could totally run a skunk, but I think I'm gonna pass for now. Just honestly, this horse has to go, the otter has to go. This is just going to be a level up unit for us in the next turn, so that's fine. All right, so now we are giving 8 attack to the unit ahead, so this is good. This is actually going to, it's not gonna kill this peacock in one hit, but it did help us trade with the peacock, which is actually really big there. That gave us a win. Nice. All right, so as mentioned, I'm gonna go ahead and get our level up here. You know, a deer is almost certainly better than this otter that we've been hanging on to, especially since we have this horse. And at this point, freeze the salad. Turtle can be okay. I'm definitely gonna freeze a snail because I'm not feeling super confident about this one. Yeah, let's go ahead. Why not? I'm gonna put a turtle in up here in the front line, help our fish get, you know, a couple more attacks in, hopefully. Gotta freeze 2 snails. If you're freezing 1 snail and you don't have that much gold, you gotta freeze a 2nd snail. I'm almost wondering if a kangaroo could be okay here, but the kangaroo was nerfed. It's even worse than before, and I didn't really like it before now either. Tell you what, freeze me an apple, unfreeze the salad, roll 1 time. All right, this is the squad. Don't really have too much going on in this one. I'm a little nervous. Could have also probably led with the deer instead of the turtle, but this guy also has a level 2 dodo. I see people are, I don't know, I think the unit is significantly worse, but that doesn't mean it's unplayable. That snipe on our deer actually worked out wonders for us there. I hate to unfreeze these snails, but I mean, if we're gonna re-roll, we have to, right? This could be interesting. I mean, we could potentially have a nice situation where, problem is, how do we get health on our units is the main issue. Like if we had a monkey, I would consider scaling a camel in the front line with the dodo behind it. I think that has some nice interactions there. Okay, honestly, let's get rid of the horse, because what I want to do is I want to buy a camel, pill our turtle to give it melon armor, And then I think we just try to buff up our camel now. The dodo's in a pretty good space. Obviously, we're going to try to get this to level 3, maybe some other buffs. We need some scaling units, though. Bison is good. That's kind of what I was looking for here with this almost level 3 fish. And reroll. You freeze the fish. You have to. All right. Not confident in this squad. Still haven't hit the power curve quite right. That being said, this one's interesting. I mean, I like that we can trade with the whale, and both spider summons is pretty good. These dogs got pretty scary, but we're fine. We're totally fine this round. That takes us to 4 wins, which is nice. 2 cans is pretty much exactly what we were looking for. That being said, I'm really sad now that I can't like trade those units, but they did pretty well there in the combine. Keep the fish frozen for now. Another can is huge. I'll free some garlic armor as well, and we're out of gold. So we don't really know what we're doing with this build yet, do we? We kind of saw Dodo and we're like, well, let's see if we can make it work. This squad terrifies me. This is a really scary squad. I don't see any way that we can win this one. Yeah, that's unfortunate. He got us with B strats. B strats haven't changed much. Okay, this is good. This is really good. So let's sell our deer. We can buy a snail, sell the snail, buy a can. I want to put in 1 unit and get garlic armor for our dodo. But that doesn't make that much sense. We could also start scaling a worm. I mean, the worm hasn't been changed at all. The problem is that's going to take away from any attempt to scale this camel. So let's do this. Let's buy an extra dodo, which will buff our bison. Admittedly, not that much, but that's okay. And then let's get some garlic armor on our dodo, because it is our second highest unit. And until we get a second fish to show up, our bison's just kind of here for the ride, which, you know, it's not great. Let's see how this one goes. Oh, man. Although with the dodo buff, we do have enough damage to kill you. That's actually great. All right. Easy win. That guy in a couple turns is going to be scary, though. I saw those double monkeys back there putting in work. Okay, so let's combine our dodos, and we have to try out the, even though the cow got nerfed initially, I think it's still worth it here. The question is, I think we pour into our camel now, honestly. I want this thing to survive longer so that I can buff the dodo as well. So like, that's looking pretty good. That's no joke. Let's go ahead and roll. You love to see another dodo here. Squirrel is also quite interesting. I think just buy this for now. And I think we can run it. This cow is also a 10-9. These cans are doing work. Oh my gosh, what a strong rhino. We'll at least trade with it. Oh man. We draw? Okay, that was such a close one. He's kind of a similar setup where his first 2 units are really strong. We don't have too much else going for us. This is potentially awesome. So let's buy a can, buy a cow. We get the milk here. We might be able to showcase the new milk mechanic. We are absolutely 100% going to be able to. I wonder if we do it on the next turn, though. I think what we do is we level up our camel first. I mean, this would just go crazy. Maybe we buy this instead of our bison. I think we will. Wow. Okay. All right. So there's a lot going on right here. I apologize. I'm not probably explaining it that well. Actually, you know, we're about to get a level 3 dodo. So I think we just get rid of the fish at this point. Next turn. Okay. A lot of stuff happening. This is getting wild. Okay. We're going to sell our fish next turn for the cat, which is going to double the effects of our food. Then we're going to get better milk from upgrading our cow, which is going to give us, I think, +2, +4, which is actually perfect for what we wanted for our camel. Gonna take a loss here. We're gonna be one loss away from losing, which is kind of bad, but I'm still excited for this. Okay, so how do we do this? We sell the fish, we buy the cat, we give you +4/+4, and then we buy our cow, which gives us better milk, +2/+4. It's not as good as before milk, but it's better now post nerf milk. These sentences are starting to get really weird. And then honestly, like ooh, man. Anytime we buy a cow now, we get this, but I think we say goodbye to our bison and buy a snake. I think that was a good move. Anytime you get good food now, it's worth freezing because of this cat. And yeah, let's send it. This could be our last turn. I've had a lot of fun. There's going to be some new metas that pop up as a result of this patch. There's going to be a learning curve for sure. But I'm excited to learn that with you. Getting, you know, our melon armor gone on that first hit kind of sucks, but look at this camel. Dodo's putting in some good work. Beautiful. Alive to see another turn. All right, so as much as I love a dragon scaling everything, I think with our food setup, we just got to kind of go crazy a little bit. Starting with you. So you're now getting almost a 50-50. I'm going to buy a sushi. I think that worked out pretty well, actually. Let's roll one time first here. We could give an animal in the back here just steak, something like to give it some high kill potential. I think I will do that. Does that mean it gets 40 damage because of this? I don't think so. That would be pretty cool though. And then I guess we could freeze an apple because it's basically a pair now, and go ahead and run it. This is good. I'm glad that we got here. It was a little shaky at the start. I'd still like to get a level 3 dodo. Yeah, you know what? This looks really good. I don't mind leaving our camel in the front line either, because we do have the melon armor to at least protect against scorpions. This is exactly what you want to see here. Now the problem is, right? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Level 3 dodo is kind of the whole reason that we're here right now. But level 2 snake is really good. So let's roll once just to see if we get the dodo. All right, I'm okay with that. Oh, we have to run it. I mean, we quite literally just have to run the new boar. The question is, because our camel's so buffed up, I think we get rid of the snake, which I know we just talked so highly of. And I think we run the boar in front of the dodo, which is going to give it some crazy attack. The only problem is that we don't have a lot of health on it. So I'm going to go ahead and start shifting my buffs now to this boar. I think it's too late for a can. I mean, this could be our last turn. We got to showcase so much of the new update in just this one match. I'm actually thrilled with this. All right, your scorpion doesn't do anything to me. That's lucky. Wait. How did this scorpion kill me? I mean, we won the round, so that's fine, but what did I miss there? I'm gonna have to go back and watch the footage. That was crazy. This is interesting. Okay, discount shop food by 1 gold, but that's on the start of your turn now, or is that when I buy you? All right, here's what we're gonna do. I know it's gonna look crazy, but I fully believe in this. We're at 8 wins. I'm gonna sell the cow to buy a squirrel. Okay, I'm glad we did that, but that sucks. So at the start of our next turn, all of the food will be discounted by 1 gold. This no longer fills your shop with food. It's a little bad, but you know, if we live to see next turn, that's going to be pretty cool. I think we have to try to get the boar to level 2. And this is all assuming we make it to the next turn. Now this, what do we do with the tiger? Oh my gosh. Okay. We could run a tiger behind our boar to give it +4/+4 before attacking. But then we'd be losing out on a lot of attack. So honestly, I think we just tiger the dodo. And unfortunately, I mean, we are saying goodbye to our squirrel potential that we had, but I think that's honestly the best move. I don't think we're gonna have time to get this cat to level 2, so let's send it and see what happens. This should give us 26 attack on this boar, and even though it might not live through multiple attacks, it's kind of like a pseudo scorpion now. This guy's running fly at the front. I have no idea what his plan is there. Although his blowfish is gonna get us, and yeah, we're gonna lose this one. It was close though, man. I'm not sure we would have won that depending on how we played it, but I'm super happy. 8 wins on the new patch. We got to showcase the boar. We got to level 3 dodo, so still viable? Question mark. You guys tell me in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm again thrilled we got to showcase so much of the new patch in that match. And if you guys are still loving the Super Auto Pets content, make sure that you guys leave a like and subscribe to the channel. There's a lot more to come. I've got 3 ideas right now for challenge videos that we're going to release soon. We still have to do a lot of the DLC pack on the channel. You guys haven't seen much of it other than that stream highlight. So like I said, make sure to stick around. Let me know what you guys think of the update in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time.